you take a paper and start making me. Every step is major. Try to be focusing, and of course it hurts every thought you make, but I know.
Hello everybody, today we're gonna make a beef stew, but it's a special one. We're gonna have to use chickpeas, which will be beef stew made with chickpeas. So now I'm gonna show you the ingredient we're gonna need. Of course, we're gonna need a pound of lean meat, beef. I got the best quality you can have. We're gonna have 1 chopped onion, cilantro. I don't know if you fresh herb cilantro is gonna be chopped too. I'm gonna be chunks of fresh tomatoes. Before you cut them all pieces, you have to peel them. You don't want the skin on, so you peel the skin, then you chop them up. Then we're gonna have 1 can of chickpeas. I like the bush one. And we're gonna have some extra virgin olive oil. I'm not gonna use too much of that. I'm gonna have some vegetable oil, just a couple spoon of vegetable oil, and maybe half tablespoon of olive oil. You don't want to put too much. We're gonna need salt, black pepper, cinnamon, cumin, paprika. For all this ingredient, you're only gonna have use half a spoon, especially for pepper, and the rest of it, half a teaspoon of every one of them, except for the salt, of course. Then you're gonna manage that, whatever you can do. Okay, now we have a saucepan. We already poured 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and we're gonna put it in a little over. Maybe I usually do medium heat. Then you put all the chunks of beef that you have already cut up. Put them all inside the saucepan, and you're gonna fry them until it turns brown. Sure, they fry them. So we need the juicy meat. Like brownish color, like half cooked basically. Then the time to pour all our chopped onions. All the chips onion, and of course mix all together. We want that onion to be fried too. So you're gonna let it sit for a few minutes until all the until all the onions has been got a little brownish color too. Cover for a couple minutes. So to keep that meat juice and the onions together, so that's going to help. You remember, you need a thicker sauce. So this is that's the difference when you do that in the beginning. So only for a couple minutes you cover it, turn it down to medium heat, and let it sit for a couple minutes. About 3 to 4 minutes, and you're gonna look that. Looks like the onion a little softer. So it's time to put all the spices, and you're gonna start with the salt. With the salt, some people don't want to have salt, some people do, but you don't want to put too much salt in the beginning and add it later when you need to. So I'm gonna add some salt, and I will add about half coffee table of black pepper. And like I said, inch of cinnamon, just to give the flavor. All the spices are good for stew. And ground cumin. This is my favorite spice. Definitely makes the stew, tastes good. So I put a little extra than others. And red pepper. people call paprika, which is really a red pepper. And get some of that too. I'm gonna stir the whole thing. You can see the color and the smell coming out so delicious. Make sure that the spices doesn't stick in the pan. You have to use a wood stick, okay? A wood spoon if possible if you have any, but that's the way you're supposed to cook it. You don't want to use anything metal. So, all that juicy in the bottom is going to help. That still will make it taste so good. Alright. Now I'm going to add the cilantro. It may look too much, but it's good because it's very healthy and it will give us still good flavor. So I'm going to turn the heat a little bit down, lower than medium, because our meat is definitely almost all cooked now and the onion is soft too. I'm going to stir it again. Then we're going to add the chops, fresh tomato. This is very simple. So you put all the tomato like that. You don't want to stir anything right now. You let that tomato sit on top of that sauce. You don't want to add anything. You may turn the heat a little down again and you cover it for about 5 minutes. And we'll be back after 5 minutes. For 5 minutes, you can see the stew is coming out, the sauce. So what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna add a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. You don't want to put too much, okay? Just make sure that's good enough. And you just add it. I know the olive oil is extra virgin olive oil is expensive, but it definitely makes the stew taste way, way, way better. So that's my favorite. Some people don't like it. Well, this is definitely a Mediterranean stew. Okay, you gotta remember. Olive oil is big in the Mediterranean countries. So now I'm gonna let it sit for another 3 or 4 minutes. Cover it again. After 3 to 4 minutes, I'll stir it again, slowly and nicely. Then I'm gonna add our chickpeas. Remember, it was 1 can of chickpeas. You make sure you wash it. If you got the canned one, you have to wash it. You gotta rinse it very good because you don't want that juice in. You have to rinse it and drain it, then use what's, because that tastes. Now I'm gonna put all the chickpeas in. Make sure I don't put all the water that's in it. This is after I rinsed it. This is not the water from the can. This is the water came out from me rinsing it. Okay, you don't want that water in the can. That's not good. Okay, it may be too much chickpeas. If you want to use just half can, if you don't want too much chickpeas, some people are allergic to it. But you know what? It's anything that beans is good for anybody. Then you stir it because you see that's too thick. What you're gonna do now? You're gonna have to heat a couple cups of water, hot water. Remember, it's hot. You don't want to put a cold water. It's hot water. So you're gonna do 2 cups. This is 1, and I'm gonna put another 1. Now lower the heat to number 4. This is electric stove. You have a whatever. You don't want to have too high heat, okay? Even if it gets. So I'm gonna cover it and let it steam for about half an hour to 40 minutes. We got our stew ready. It's gonna have really thickness. You see that? Yeah, that's good. Looks like it's ready. You may need a little salt when you taste it. That's up to you. And that's it. This is the stew. Hopefully you'll like it. Enjoy the meal. Hopefully you'll come all right. Bon appetit. Thank you for watching.